Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadrusham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam. My name is Srinitya Maharaj, and in this video I want to share my experience of past few days. And experience have been very amazing. Basically what happened to me is that I was able to unclutch from one of the deepest fears I had. I didn't know from where they were coming, and it seems like it is my root pattern. I'm not 100% sure because there is still something else, but this was a big pattern that I was carrying. And fear, it's such a thing that after fear always anger comes, because you feel that the life is not fair to you, and anger is not directed towards the fear, it is upside down, it's directed towards things you love, towards life. And it was a big struggle for me, really, especially being close to Swamiji. It is simply impossible to come close to him when you have such a cognition I had. Because the moment fear comes, I would feel angry and I would feel defensive towards him, and even negative. And that simply will keep you away from him. And thank you to Swamiji that he's been patiently waiting for me to realize this. Because it is difficult to tell somebody such like a root pattern or something which is so deep, because the moment you hear it, you'll become defensive again and you'll fight back. And even though I discard, I given up on him many times in my mind, he was working on me despite of this. And no matter what I did, what negative cognition I was carrying, or what thought current I would throw towards him, he would still be with me, and he would literally very caring, with caring feeling, he would wait patiently for me to realize what I realized. And I was digging in past lives, many things I was trying to discover, but this in completion with this life. It was this life, and then actually something did happen to me during me and my Purvasham brother when we were watching a movie. I'm not sure what is it translated in English, but if I translate directly from Russian it would call as a ring. I don't know if Parantapa watched it. You know this movie when you get a call?
Yeah, it's called The Ring.
The Ring. You
Yeah.
pick up, and basically next thing you know that you're gonna die anyway. And in
7 days, right?
7 days it will happen. So that put so much fear to me. I felt that life is so unfair, and that is simply not even giving you a chance. Because for example, you being so innocent, loving, and a nice person, and then you just get a call and somebody tells you that inevitably you'll die in 7 days. That's pretty damn bad. So that really dismantled my being into few parts, and I felt that life is so unfair to you, and that I felt so violated by life that I would literally fear every second. Like if somebody walks from here, somebody calls my name, I would fear. And I would feel it throughout my life. And I was suppressing it. That's why kind of on the outer image. So for example, if the inner image is that you are afraid and you need protection and you're insecure, obviously the outer image would be opposite. would be like, I'm confident, I'm not afraid, whatever happens, I'm able to stand up, I'm beyond all this. So, but still the fear was there very, very deeply, and it basically impacted my whole life and didn't let me do things I want to do. Like literally anything in dancing, I would be afraid of doing some nice move, and I know I can do it. When nobody is watching, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. I'll do some move, and it'll be like, wow, and I know it's wow. But the moment somebody else is another person watching, especially who I'm admire and who I like a dance teacher or anyone that I would like to enjoy my dancing, immediately this fear would come, and I would do such a stupidity. Like it would be looking very bad. Like the worst case dancing, that's how it would look. And that is just one example. Actually, that was not just in dancing, and everything that I would do, especially something new. I would be so afraid of life that it would give me something and frighten me and give me so much suffering and violence that I just became so aggressive sometimes when it comes to that core cognition that I was carrying. The moment somebody would touch it, I would get absolutely mad at them and even violent. So yeah, and actually violence would come after me fighting with that fear and realizing, oh my god, there's nothing I can do. Like it would be very mad. Like really, really, really not what I would want myself to be. So how did I unclutch? I just, I don't know. I don't feel I did anything actually. Swamiji just did the whole job. Literally, I would just, simple stability was required. Just at least go into satsangs, and when I would have a feeling, okay, I want to go to the dorm and lay down, I would say myself, what nonsense? Nah, just stay here. It is the only celebration. Why do I need to go? And I would stay here, and then Swamiji would give me some click. Like it would happen in those moments when I have a fight between going and like putting your energy towards depression and giving up, or at least staying here, nothing to be done, no hard work to be done, nothing, just being here, participating in life. So I decided to stay back. It was the most amazing night. It was so much fun, and I get to go on stage a few times. One on Shivastamba, we did a performance, then singing. After which actually Swamiji said to Maswarupa Priya, who's the head of social media, make sure your team doesn't sing even in the bathroom. And it was very, 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 I don't know, I enjoyed it so much. I mean, anything Swamiji says, it just brings me to more and more completion. Yes. So I went back, I was full of energy, and in the right before bed, I was just, I don't know how it happened. Really, I'm honest, I don't know. I started seeing, like, I've noticed this fear a little bit, and I don't know. I know it's related to camera or like some when somebody calls me. Actually that I discovered after, but I saw an image of this girl that with covered like face, and how she like crawls out of a well or whatever it's called, right? Well, right?
Yeah.
And how like inevitably she'll cross like through your TV and she's there, and God, I would be so frightened. Like I remember after that movie, I would be like, I would be afraid for next week. I wouldn't want to go to sleep.
Yeah, man, that's why I never even watched that movie.
It was so bad, and I couldn't tell because like I was with my Purvashram brother, and I felt if I would have told him, he would laugh at me and give me more like violence and more incompletion. So I didn't even share it with him. Oh, I did, and he kind of dismissed it, and I thought, okay, let me not talk about it anymore. Something like that.
Did you ever watch The Grudge?
I'm not sure. What is it about?
It's a kind of similar thing as The Ring. Like, it takes place in Japan. It's about this family. Man, I can't even remember the storyline behind it, but the evil character in that movie looks almost similar to the same lady as in The Ring that comes out of the well.
I don't think I watched anything like that.
I don't.
I know the most scariest movie. Yeah. It's the funniest movie, right? There's a funny movie series of like very crazy movies, parodies.
A scary movie, I mean.
Scary movie. In that there is a scene from The Ring. That also I remember. But I was afraid. Actually, maybe from there I thought that this fear is cute. That's not. Let's not talk about this. Anyway, it's gone. So, so like, what is the outcome of this story, and what I want to tell you is that really connecting. Like, I haven't done anything really. I was just like patient, and I really don't know how it happened. Just like, really, Swamiji just makes things happen for you when. Actually, before that, I had a huge click with Swamiji. I'm so devoted to him for that. I was looking at him and I realized it came as a thought current, very powerful thought current, that Swamiji is simply the best that can happen to anyone, any human being. And I just expressed it, and it was like in my inner space, this thought current, and I verbalized it inside, and it unclutched me in such a big way. Like, this was the biggest realization for me so far, that Swamiji is simply the best that can that ever existed and exist right now. It's simply the best. So that cognition kind of nicely led to this unclutching. And so connect your life with Swamiji whichever way feels suitable for you right now. Obviously, the ultimate way is to come here, be in Adi Navasi. The next level is to come and at least do not miss the Mahasadashivoham, which is the biggest happening on the planet as of now. But at least somehow find a way to connect at this point. See, everything that Swamiji teaches is available freely on the net, on the YouTube, everything, even the programs that we have, everything is in a few days released as a free available content on YouTube. So start watching satsangs, which are at 8 o'clock in the evening. We'll be starting shortly, Indian Standard Time. Start watching completion process and clutching in meditation, and start doing these things, and really you'll see the power of it. One of my friends recently, he started implementing this. He was doing some meditation technique on the heart, a chakra, heart center, and it really enhanced his life in such a big way. He's literally started living his dream now. So many beautiful things happen in his life, and now he's becoming more and more famous, and he's a musician. His passion is music, and he's just, I'm so happy for him. So, and what he's just doing this 30 minutes of meditation every day. It's just like an excuse for you to be connected to Swamiji so he can work on you. Just for that. So find a way to connect. Before doing any practice, I suggest you start with Sadguru Vandanam, like what I've started. You can even play this video and do this prayer to invoke Swamiji's presence. And conclude with Purna Mantra, with which I would like to conclude now. So I hope this helps. Subscribe to my channel, put a thumb up, and I'll post some conclusion techniques and completion process links also, so for you to be connected. And check my Facebook. I always post Swamiji's live videos. Those are very, very, very helpful actually. So with this I want to conclude, and my blessing, like I would like you to connect with Swamiji whichever way possible, so it can enhance your life, and then I would love to hear your feedback. So let me conclude with Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Sadguru Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam.